Sports. NBA action is coming, and what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randall out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's MP in at the point. Gobert with a screen on Green. Clock at 6. Edwards can't hit. Thompson outside. Van Vliet left side. Out to Brooks. There's the triple. And that's good. Fred Van Vliet for 3.
Well, because of his high basketball IQ, Fred Van Vliet understands catch and shoot. I'm shot ready. Jumper in.
Here's MP. Sweet little floater.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Rockets. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the charts. A great sign for MP in his career, the ability to convert in traffic.
Green kicks to Van Vliet. Over MP. Another miss by Houston.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And those advanced numbers, Doris, they show Rudy Gobert is historically great.
Kevin, I love that you are an analytics lover, but for me, it's about the eye test. Rudy Gobert has won the Defensive Player of the Year on more than one occasion. He's played on winning teams, and he's been an integral part of their success. He is one of the all-time great defenders we've seen.
The Rockets with another miss.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy, just struggling to make shots right now.
Edwards inside, guarded by Green. Edwards' shot is good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. A chance here to rank the top rookies in the NBA. The race for the Rookie of the Year. How about these guys? Oh, what a group. You look at MP all season long. He has proven again and again that he is the cream of the crop. He's in the top spot right now, and the hardware could be his.
And there's no more deserving candidate. Any other outcome than him lifting that Rookie of the Year trophy, and I'd be shocked.
It's got to be him. In a season where we have a ton of worthy candidates, he has been the most outstanding by far.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Thunder was phenomenal. He scored 40 points and made the most of his opportunities from both the floor and the line. Just a fantastic night for him. The guy he wants to have every night, I'm sure. Guys?
Thanks for the report, D.A. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Another miss by Houston.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Banked in off the glass. MP's got 9 points.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. With a big group substitution here. Jock Landale's checked in for Şengün. Smith comes in for Amen Thompson. Tari Eason's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And it's Whitmore in for Fred Van Vliet. Timberwolves also changing it up. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Williams comes in for Julius Randle. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Edwards. Landale, that one's off, still out of sync.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
MP against Green. Out left to the wing. A 3-ball. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Oh, great ball movement there.
So it's the Rockets now. It's a 14-point game. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. From deep, Green. Minnesota with the rebound.
Well, he tries to answer with a 3 of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
And a wide-open look for MP. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in a zone.
There's Green with the 3. The Rockets with another miss. With 1 on the clock. Got it to fall! It went down! He got it to fall!
He did it!
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Listen, under duress of the end of the period, you just throw it up and hope.
And so it's Minnesota with a 19-point advantage heading. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Then it's Tari Eason. Then it's Cam Whitmore. And it's Holiday in at the point guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. To the top of the key, Eason. MP grabs the miss. Minnesota leading by 19 points. Inside. And Williams gets it to go on the assist by MP. Williams has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Timberwolves. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Minnesota's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. MP, good.
Despite his youth, MP showing grown man strength.
Now here we are, Greg, in the second half of the season. What do you think playoff-bound teams are focusing on right now?
I would say just making sure they keep the momentum heading into the postseason, as well as do everything possible to try to stay healthy.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Man in the corner. Pulls up on the wing, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
The Rockets with another miss. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Reed the pass to MP. Reed with a screen on Holiday. Back to Reed, and Reed throws it down.
And smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Smith outside. Whitmore with it. Nothing on the board. 5 on the clock. The Rockets with another miss.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Edwards passes to MP. From 18 feet away. Şengün with the rebound.
and it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Smith sets the pick for Whitmore. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. MP passes to Williams. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And here's a rundown of the rookies already having a huge impact in their first season. These are the NBA's rookie scoring leaders. MP is number 1.
And there's always firepower in every rookie class, but even among the top guns, he's the best of the best. He'll be an offensive force for years to come.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Thompson, he's checked in for Şengün. Dylan Brooks comes in for Tari Eason. Green, he's checked in for Whitmore. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Pass to Thompson. They need this. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
Conley gets the bucket.
That's an easy. We call those bunnies. That's what they need.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. VanVleet passes to Smith. His first shot coming late. That falls. Great assist by VanVleet.
And that's a nice shot from mid-range there. Smith must continue to knock it down at that level.
Gobert finds MP. There's 47 seconds left in the first half of the game. Nice shot by Gobert.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
VanVleet passes to Green. Smith with it. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And it's off from three-point range.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
VanVleet outside. Off with the layup. And so it's Minnesota in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We come back right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fans.
You know what I was just thinking about, fellas? The NBA has lots of bright lights, maybe too bright for some. And now back to our game. What a half from MP.
Oh man, we saw MP take it over.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end, and boy, this young guy has done just that.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's MP in at the point.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Here's Thompson. Rebound, Minnesota.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Alperen Şengün is a weapon on the block. Coach Ime Udoka said there are not a ton of true low-post threats in the NBA nowadays. Joel Embiid, Jokic, I don't know how many others there are anymore. Alpe's had success against pretty much everybody that's guarded him. Kevin, his footwork is indeed high level.
DA, totally agree. Great footwork. Moves on moves, I've always said. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Rockets.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Chipped away. Stolen by McDaniels. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. Took him no time at all on that one. Edwards got his third basket of the night.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard. I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Thompson outside. Back to Van Vliet. Fires the three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Edwards. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. 8 points for Anthony Edwards.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
DB, ever since winning the most improved player back in 2021, Randall has stayed scoring at an incredible clip.
Yeah, Kevin, what makes this guy such a difficult matchup is his size and the ability to drive it. And now what you've seen is this evolution into a legit threat from three-point territory. He is such a difficult cover.
No one near Randall as he lets it go. And again, it's Minnesota.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Near the three-point line, it's Van Vliet. Offline from the top of the key.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Gobert, and that's good.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Brooks finds Green. Here's Şengün. Back to Green. Lobbed up there for Thompson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall.
And looking now at some numbers here for Randall. How his last 10 games have gone. First in three-point shooting. And he's right there among the most efficient scorers in our league. 3rd overall in field goal percentage.
And not only is he hitting from deep, he's doing it with great consistency. One of our league's most efficient three-point shooters. Pass to Whitmore. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer. Buries it from three-point range. Whitmore's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
MP passes to Randall. Excellent defense there from Smith.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And some nice passing there by Houston. Now, Whitmore. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Minnesota making some changes. Williams comes in for Randall, and it's Conley in for Edwards. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 16-7 run. MP inside. Whitmore defending. Kicks it out to MP. Launches it. Drills it from outside. MP's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Big group substitution here. Amen Thompson, he's checked in for Jabari Smith. Brooks comes in for Tari Eason. Jalen Green's checked in for Whitmore. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Shepard. And the Timberwolves also making a change. MP's checked in for Mike Conley. From deep, Green. Minnesota with the rebound. MP outside. Picked by Williams. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Oh, crafty move there from MP to get to the foul line. The young man, fearless inside.
MP, 2 shots.
And both free throws good for MP. VanVleet outside. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.